Hey there guys, I'm going to be talking about the arena a little bit in this video. So starting tomorrow, we're going to be having a new danger in the arena. Corley and Conch are two new units coming out tomorrow, and they have the normal attack replacement passive that replaces their normal attack with chains, but the difference of this time is these chains are AoE. You may have already seen this mechanic with like Lightning Fast Zidane or Beatrix, where the normal attack is replaced by a chaining attack, but those are single targets, so it's not really a big deal in the arena. But starting tomorrow, these are going to be the first of lots more to come later, but AoE chaining normal attacks. Now this might sound not that big of a deal, but the problem is players can give their units Berserk in the arena, as well as something like Aurora Scarf, which gives multi-attack for normal attacks. And if dual wielding, that turns the normal attack into a quad attack, which is, as you can imagine, very, very dangerous when the enemy goes first and they're chaining on your party. You know, the enemy AI never ever uses multicast or dual cast in the arena. You know, the worst an enemy would ever do in the arena is like a dual wielded attack, and even that's not even that common. But now players can force units to berserk and use these quad casting AoE chain attacks, and it's very, very dangerous because, you know, a properly chain, and of course the AI always spark chains, or almost always, and a spark chain, you know, AoE quad attack chain, assuming like a whole party of these units, can deal lethal damage to most parties. Now there are ways to deal with this though, and I'm going to be, you know, explaining this in the video. Also, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to deal with the turn 1 death attacks, which is becoming, I'm noticing, more and more common in the arena. It's a big headache, but you know, we can definitely deal with it. So as far as the normal attack replacement skills, they're always physical typed attacks, which means physical cover will cover them. Thankfully, at least at this point in time, there has not been a cover piercing normal attack replacement, so they're all coverable by physical cover. Currently on global, the only one that can preemptively physical cover is King Behemoth. In the future, we're going to be getting C cards Neovision's Awakening. This is like a budget option for protection in the arena. Also, the Neovision's base tank Aphmaw coming in the future has preemptive physical cover. So both of these will give you an option to deal with it as well. But let's show my new arena team. So, like I mentioned, Behemoth is currently the only real option to protect against this. The good news is, especially because we're not getting Belmira, that was a unit that has the same thing, but even worse because she can equip throwing weapons. Thankfully, these two units cannot equip throwing weapons. So at the current time, the units coming to global tomorrow, they can't do like the quote-unquote perfect troll build. They can only do accuracy with double hand or dual wielding with quad attack, but they won't have accuracy. Another good thing for global is our only sources of berserk are the two Avengers and Ifrit. So on global, you can't even make a full team of berserk like you can in JP. So thankfully, global has improved our quality of life by not giving all of these troll tools to, you know, annoying people in the arena. But there is still going to be, you know, the Avengers and the Ifrit. So you can still face up to a maximum of 3 berserked Corleys or Conches. So, like I mentioned, because you can't do dual wield and accuracy on global with Avenger Dagger, you want your Behemoth to be full evasion. So, as you can see here, mine is full evasion. This allows me to automatically shut down all the players that try to dual wield with Avenger Daggers. So evasion, right away, good choice. Now, of course, there are going to be those players that do an Avenger Dagger double hand with Aurora Scarf, and that's going to give them accuracy, but that's still a maximum of 2 attacks per turn, so it's still not going to be super dangerous. So give your Behemoth as much HP as possible, as well as full evasion. Some other good things for your Behemoth are death immunity. This is going to handle the turn 1 death attacks from like Kate Sith. I'll talk about them more in a second though. But other than that, you want him full status immunity. This is very, very typical arena stuff. Full status immunity. Behemoth is naturally stop and charm immune, so that handles that. And there's his build, a little bit of regeneration, etc. Also, in the shift form, I've put him on Phoenix with the Raise spell learned. And his shift form has dual cast. So if an enemy team with auto turn 1 death, like Kate Sith or Vanille, deaths my party, he's immune, he will never die to that. He can shift and dual cast Raise from Phoenix on party members and revive them. So my party is Riku's as well, and we'll explain more about them in a minute. But the ones in party slot 1 or 2 are not death immune. But my last Riku is death immune with safety bit. So I will always have two units that survive the ambush on turn 1. One of my Rikus will with safety bit, and Behemoth will always survive that as well. And he will always cover the ambush, even from a whole team of multi-attackers. Now, it is possible that if you have, like, 4 Corleys that are all berserked and using Aurora Scarfs, it's probably still going to kill Behemoth, but he will protect the entire team, and the rest of the team can just finish off the enemy on turn 1. So as far as the death stuff goes, here's one of my Rikus. She is using, like I said, safety bit, super ribbon for immunity to everything, all the statuses, stop, and charm, and she's got decent HP, so she will always survive the turn 1 as well, including the death. So then we can dual cast Revive with Behemoth, and then we can use Riku's cooldown to AoE re-raise herself, Behemoth, as well as the units that also just got revived. That way, even if the enemy then goes directly after me, it does death again. This time we're going to re-raise, and then we can finish off the enemy with Riku. Now, I already explained the benefits of Riku and Untamed Wolf Adele in my last arena videos. I'm not going to go over it a ton, but just know that Riku and Adele have the cover ignoring attacks with 4-point Shuriken. With Varja. This, ignores cover. It's a split skill, so it deals double damage in the arena, and it chains, and she can dual wield this. If you don't have 4-point Shuriken, I'll show you an alternate build in just a second, but I'll just show you my basic arena team again. So here is one of my Rikus with this build. Here's my other Riku. Now, this one is, again, immune to all statuses and charm and stop. She's not immune to death, because I don't have the Siaka's STMR, but there you go. Witch's Lipstick gives 50 charm immunity, and then Winged Heart gives status immunity and 50 more charm immunity, so she's immune to charm, and then she's immune to stop from Grand Reverie. So she'll be, again, just chaining with Varja. And then my third Riku, I've pulled her many, many times. I may as well take advantage of her because she is a great arena unit. This is my third Riku. Same concept, dual wielding with the Shurikens, and she's got, for stop immunity, Boy Brimming with Curiosity. This is from Kingdom Hearts. It gives stop immunity. First Rate Treasure Hunter is from Treasure Hunter Lock. That gives charm immunity. And then she's status immune from, like, the Shock Absorber and the Fairy Earrings and all that. So she's, again, immune to everything. And the last unit is just my weekly bonus unit. It's currently Pure Hearted VV. All he's really going to do is Bushido Freedom. This is to dispel Mirage and re-raise and buffs and barriers and all that on the enemy team. So you always want to Bushido Freedom as your first action, and then do other stuff. I really should give him, like, dual wield and whatever. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's his build is not important. So there is the overall, my basic arena team. Now let me go ahead and show you an alternate build for Riku if you don't have the 4-point Shuriken. Alright, so real quick, let's go ahead and grab Riku, X2. Alright, so we'll grab a Riku. So you want to just grab Riku, put him on an Esper that gives HP, and then, so we're going to give her double hand. So if you don't have 4-point Shuriken, we're going to go with a double hand build. So let's go ahead and sort this real quick. So you want to start off with a two-hander that gives a big bonus to accuracy. Like Black Sparky is great. You could do a Cross Igon Arm as well. Black Sparky gives 75% accuracy though, so there we go. So there's one. We're going to also give her her STMR just for more bulk. We're going to give more double hand. So there we go. This is double hand. It gives accuracy. So this is 25 accuracy. This is 75 accuracy. You see at the top right, accuracy modifier. You can check weapons, top right. So 75% from the two-handed weapon, and then 25% from Truth Seeker. So now she has full accuracy. She will never ever get evaded, and she still bypasses cover and all. And she has multicast, so it'll still hit twice. Multicast has not been banned in the arena in like 6 months. Dual cast is for magic every now and then, but skill multicast, I think they just took it out of the rotation, and skill multicast is always available. So she can just always use double action to double cast Varja with this. So as far as an example build other than that, we want to give her some immunities, etc. So Super Ribbon would be great on her for that. This is limited and unique, so if you don't have that, we can also go Safety Bit for, you know, the death immunity unit. We're going to give her just a generic build. So let's go ahead and give her some HP. Here, Kyuubi Mask is fine. Let's give her Stop immunity with Grand Reverie. If I can't spell. Oh my god, terrible at typing. Alright, so there's Stop immunity. Let's go ahead and give her Charm immunity with, let's see, Winged Heart. So there's Charm. That's actually 50%. We're going to only go at 50% to give her more bulk, because she is a 7-star unit, so her bulk is a little bit on the lower side. So let's go ahead and give her Sweet Earrings are a great item. They give a lot of HP. Let's go ahead and give her something like Adamantine. So there we go. So this build has full accuracy, death immunity, and you know, for the units that don't have death immunity, you can just give her like another Sweet Earrings. It's totally fine. There we go. So 21k HP, full accuracy, Stop immunity, only 50% charm resist. We could give her immunity with like what's it called? Locks, STMR, Treasure Hunt or something or other, and that would work. It's another option. But here's this build. But she's currently, because she's double-handing, she's only doing a 4 times chain. You can also give her, light. Oops. Oh my god. There we go. Light. You could also give her Indestructible Light. This will give her a 5 times chain cap increase. So she's going to deal 5,000 damage per cast because, what's it called? Because Varja is a double hit skill, it'll deal 10,000 damage per cast because she's dual casting. With this build, each Riku will deal 20,000 damage per Riku with this build. Of course, her HP is a little bit low, but here's an option if you don't have the 4-point Shuriken. Now, if you do have it, obviously use it, because then she has the 6 times chain cap, so each Riku is dealing 24,000 damage. And it also gives you more slots to give bulk if you've got the dual wield Shuriken. But yeah, so there is an example Riku build for those of you that don't have the 4-point Shuriken. So she is still 5 times chain cap. You can give her more bulk if you'd rather, less damage, more bulk. You can go with this. Overall, though, especially if you've got an auto cover physical tank, you don't really need all that much bulk, so I would probably go for the 18k HP build. And also, if you really wanted to go all in, you could door pot your HP and be even bulkier. You get a lot more HP by door potting her. I don't want to, because I don't need it. My Rikus never die from damage. The only time they ever die is from auto death, and I showed you how to deal with the auto death. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to try to find some example fights in the arena to show you the team in action. I want to kind of find a team that does death on turn 1, if I can find one, or maybe some like dangerous. There's really not that many dangerous turn 1 attacks currently on Global. Like, the Kuja teams and all are kind of outdated. No one runs those anymore. But the only real danger at this point in Global is the turn 1 death. So I want to try to find one, and I'll show you how to deal with that. So let me see you in a moment. Alright guys, I tried earlier to do some arena fights, but there was nothing really interesting, so I just, whatever. It's been a few hours at this point since I recorded the first part of this video. Let's try to find some arena fights now so we can do some example clears that are hopefully slightly more interesting than the first time I tried. So this guy I think I've seen before. I think he has a Kate Sith on his team. He doesn't. Ugh. He's got Eldrins. This is one of those teams where you really got to OTK them or you're going to be in trouble. But anyway, I'll show the team in action. So the bonus unit always does Bushido to get rid of any Mirage potentials. Bahimi, I'm just going to use him to do auto re-raise on himself with a Phoenix Guard from Phoenix. So if we don't kill them and we activate counters, Bahimi will re-raise himself and come back and keep covering. But the rest of the party is just going to cast Varja. Now if you're doing the double hand build with without the 4-point, you would double cast Varja. But I don't need to do that. So we're just going to go ahead and chain this up. So this is going to chain up and, like I said, deal 1 billion damage and destroy everyone. So here we go. Nice and easy. Now that one I specifically perfect chained to because it is an Eldrin team, and if I push the repeat button, it could potentially leave someone alive or 2 of them alive, and they would counterattack, and it can get messy. Then it heals him up, etc. So you always want to one-shot an Eldrin team. So make sure you proper chain them. But with the cover tank on the team, it's not that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and try this guy. See if we can find the instant death team if possible. This is going to be a super easy win. It's kind of funny because when I'm not recording, like, the instant death teams are all over the place, and I'm having to deal with headaches. Now that I'm recording, I just cannot find one. So this team is not threatening at all. So we're going to Bushido away their buffs and then just push the repeat button. Which, now pushing the repeat button will probably break the chain. Yeah, see, the chain broke. Chain breaks a bunch, but it doesn't matter because just Riku does so much damage anyway. Broken chains don't even influence anything. Alright, so we're going to try to fight that rank 1 guy, or the currently offered rank 1 guy, and hope that they have a Kate Sith. And it feels kind of weird because normally Kate Sith teams irritate me because it's like an extra step that I have to do to win. But, oh, we've got one! Okay, here's a Kate Sith. Hopefully they go first, and we can show you how to deal with... Oh, damn, we went first. I don't want to pass my turn because I'm gonna pass my turn. I'm gonna let them go first so I can show you how to deal with this. Okay, so they're gonna go first, and I'm assuming he's gonna game over. He didn't game over. Is this a... Why would a Kate Sith be in the team if they're not geared for auto? Oh, here we go. They get to go again. Okay. Game over. Here it is. Game over. Okay, so that was... Why didn't he do it on the first? That was weird. Did he not geared for auto LB? Anyway, so when the enemy game overs you, these units are going to survive. So we're going to shift our Bahimi, and he's going to dual cast Raise on the 2 Rikus. We're not really worried about the bonus unit. And then the Riku, my Riku, will YRP formation and re-raise. So now if Kate Sith goes again, they're going to kill everyone, but we're going to re-raise, so it's okay. Here we go. They're going to go again. So probably game over again. Yep, there it is. This time they come back, and this is how we deal with Kate Sith teams. Now, like I said, this is an extra step. This is, this is why they're irritating. They're not dangerous if your team is set up properly. It's just annoying because it's just extra steps. Like, come on, why are you making me work, bro? But yeah, so this is... Here we go. So we're going to Varja, and we're going to just Phoenix Guard. And we'll just, like, click these, whatever. We're not even going to bother perfect chain. It doesn't matter. No one on this team has re-raise, so there we go. So that's how you deal with a Kate Sith. Now we're gonna fight them again for the rest of my orbs, and if we get to go first, I'll show you, in more specifics how to deal with a turn 1 Kate Sith. Let's go ahead and fight them a few more times. Or maybe the list will re-roll and we'll fight someone else. It was this guy. Okay, so this guy, we'll go again, and hopefully they go first. Although when I passed my turn, I'm not sure why he didn't. Maybe this guy didn't gear for auto LB on turn 1, which is... Come on, give me... Here, whatever, we'll just kill him. The repeat button. I'm going first again. Alright. Well, anyway, you saw how to deal with it. Like I said, you raise with dual cast on the important people, and then you AoE re-raise with Riku, And then even if the enemy goes twice after you, you're fine. Okay, so the list re-rolled again. Do I recognize any of these names? Like I only like. I think 43 was the guy that I did earlier. So we already fought him. He didn't have a Kate Sith. I don't think John is a Kate Sith. I don't know this other guy. I guess we'll fight the top ranked guy, Ark. He's low player. He probably doesn't have a Kate Sith. I really want to fight a Kate Sith again. Yeah, that's too low ranked. Well, we're gonna fight this guy and see what happens. He's low ranked. He probably doesn't have it. Yeah. Okay. So this is a low rank play. I'm not sure how he's ranked so high, but whatever. And they go first, of course. Well, anyway, so you did see the one Kate Sith. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video. You get the idea. You know, Kate Sith teams can't beat this. So starting tomorrow, we're gonna have. Oh, he's guarded. Whoops! No wonder I didn't. I was wondering why I didn't push it earlier. I have VV on guard. I gotta fix that for my repeat button. But anyway. Yeah, so like I mentioned this, I forgot what I was talking about because like, I recorded the first half like 5 hours ago, and I forgot what I said. But basically, tomorrow we're getting like the Coralie and the Conch teams that can do the berserk and all. So anyway, there's an updated clear on how to do arena with. I was hoping to fight some of these guys, the actual rank ones. I usually fight these guys a lot when I'm just like grinding. But the game is not cooperating with me today. They're not offering any of these because I would show you how to deal with some of the more challenging party members. But I'm not going to refresh to keep going. That's good enough. So, yeah, there's an arena video. See you guys next time.